Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Fly Tour. It is so great to have y'all here today.
Absolutely. So we see, where's the AP class?
Yeah, we just wait a little minute while they come in. They kind of late today. That's fine. It's all right.
So we are so excited to be back for another round of the Fly Tour
Mm.
today. It is great to see everyone both here on the Zoom and on our YouTube channel. So it is great to see all of our live people on YouTube.
hmm
So
Yes, yes. Then thank y'all for showing up prompt. Let's just say prompt.
Indeed.
all right.
We're gonna give it a few more minutes so the high schools could get on. They're just dragging a little late today. That's fine.
So we will give it about 3 more minutes before we get started. So we will
Sounds
be back
sounds
on
good.
just a second.
Sounds good.
Hey, we still got some few people on YouTube
All
Hmm.
right.
watching the show. So we're going to switch things up today and do it the other way, you know? We're going to do it the
Hmm.
other way.
So, well, again, welcome back to the 2024 Spring Fly Tour. So we're gonna
Day
get y'all
two.
started for today.
So we're going to have our colleges present first.
Hmm.
So, Mr. Terrence at Dillard, if you're ready. If you're not ready, let me know. But if you are ready, the floor is yours.
Yes, I can go ahead and perform. Give me 1 second. So am I able to share my screen on here?
Yes, you should have co-host permission. Yes.
Mm. All right, can you guys see me?
Yes, we can see your
All right,
PowerPoint.
well, hello everybody. My name is Terrence Craig II. I am an admissions representative from Dillard University. So today I'm going to just be telling a little bit about our school and our campus. So here on the first slide, you see a picture of the Oaks, which is something that Dillard University has been known for quite some time, as the oak trees have been there for about 100 years or so. So it's a very nice and beautiful scenic area to start into the campus. To tell us a little, tell you a little bit more about us, we are a private institution, so there are no out-of-state fees. Everybody does pay the same thing, and we have a relatively small school. We have about 1,100 to 1,200 students, so that relates to equals a class size of about 14 to 1. And we are known as a pretty diverse institution, even though we are an HBCU, as our students represent 38 states. And actually, this number has gone up from 4 to about, I believe, around 9 different countries. And so that's pretty cool. And we are the very first HBCU in all of Louisiana. So with that, it comes with a lot of history and tradition with being a Dillard student. Now, we are located in New Orleans, Louisiana. So here's some pictures of just kind of showing the culture that you'll experience while being a student here at Dillard. One thing I can say is you're definitely going to eat good. In that top right picture, you see somebody with some crawfish, some corn, and some sausage and probably potatoes in there. That's definitely a New Orleans staple right there, especially around this season. So while you're here, you're going to experience a lot of culture. This is a very creative city with a lot of historical roots as well. So there's plenty of things to get involved with while you're here on campus. Now, a couple facts about us. We do have the very first nursing program for all HBCUs in Louisiana as well. And so with that, it's a pretty prestigious program. So anybody who may be interested in nursing, we have about 5 different hospital grade simulated rooms with about 40 different mannequins that vary from the the reactivity of the mannequins. Like some of them are very realistic and some of them are more on the lower realistic part. But all in all, you are able to learn a lot about the hands-on and opportunity to learn about nursing. Now, our pre-law program is a very astute program. So we have our mock trial team is actually 100% of them from last year that were seniors that graduated got scholarships to law school. So the pre-law program is a co-curricular. It's not a major, but it is a co-curricular. So anybody with any major can come into the pre-law program if you're interested in going into that route. And this is a great opportunity to travel and get to compete as well, if that's something that you're into. Now, our film program is 1 and 4 out of the nation for all HBCUs. So of course, being in New Orleans, it's a very creative city, very artistic city, and there's a lot of people that come down to New Orleans to film their movies. And when they do come, they are looking for college students who are eager to get that experience and just giving them the opportunity to be able to get hands-on, outside the classroom. So that also goes with the music program as well. So as you can see here are a few different majors that we do offer. Um, you guys can see here. So we have the College of Business and the College of Nursing. And this is also our first year, I believe, offering a Master's of Science in Nursing as well. So that's pretty cool. And there you go. You can also see the business administration, international business, and economics. And here are our arts and sciences. So we have biochemistry, computer science. Now, also with the computer science program, they're actually at a program right now, I think it's called the Hackathon, where they travel to another location. They get to basically compete for 24 hours for, I forgot what the exact prize is, but they get to compete doing different codings and opportunities like that. And our computer science program also does have connections with Microsoft. I'm sorry, with Amazon, with Apple, and with Google. So that's a pretty good exposed area if you want to get into those bridges that have been built already. And here we have a few of the other different majors we do have as well. All right, so the support services. So the Career Center, the Center of Career and Professional Development does a great job of getting you ready for the professional world, even outside of being a Dillard student. So they'll kind of walk you through what it looks like to be a professional, how to set up your LinkedIn, how to network and connect, and things of that nature. And if you need like any clothing, we do have what we call a swag closet, where they're able to give you business, professional, or business casual clothing. So if you're not in a position to be able to afford that, you still have the opportunity to receive it. So also we have the Disability Service Center. So if anybody comes in with any type of disabilities, don't think that you are discriminated against. We do have a very good opportunity for you all to experience the same college experience as everybody else. And also including counseling and tutoring will all be in that same area. So what does it take to apply? You can scan this QR code if you are a junior or a senior, and we do waive applications if you do want to go ahead and apply today. You can scan that QR code. It's usually $40, but if you do decide to go ahead and apply today, it would be waived. And you will need at least a 2.5 GPA that's unweighted and an 18 on the ACT or a 960 on the SAT. And we are test optional. So if you have a 3.0 unweighted or above, then you don't have to use your test scores. And then the different scholarships, if you guys have questions about that, I could definitely help. But reach out to me because each person's different, of course. So these are the other ways that you are able to apply to Dillard. If you don't want to scan the QR code today, you can apply to the Common Black app, the Common app, and also on our website. And we are also a UNCF partnered institution as well. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, then you guys can scan this QR code and get some more information about that. And as I mentioned, here are the scholarships, and I'll leave it here for a second so you guys can kind of see what it takes to get to each level of the scholarships that we do offer. Now, for the presidential and the university scholarship, those do have a priority deadline of December 1st of your junior year. So if you're currently a junior this year, then you're going to have a deadline of December 1st to 2024 in order to make sure that you can be eligible for those scholarships. So if you have all your things in by December 2nd, it's too late. So that is a hard deadline. So when we want to make sure you take care of your things early and often. So here's a couple pictures of the student life of the different organizations and some of the games that we do have on campus as well. Now, athletics. Now, we are part of the NAIA, and we are the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. And we have basketball, baseball, track, volleyball. We have a cheer team. We have track. And what's not listed on here is we also have a softball team. So this is our very first year having a softball team. So that's pretty cool to see what they're going to do this year. But all right, here's a way to contact us if you have any questions or things you would like to know more about. This is the information, and you also can reach out to me in the chat here or at tgrag, that's TGRAGG at dillard.edu. And thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, Terrence, for that presentation about Dillard. It is so great to always hear about everything that y'all have to offer.
Yes, thank you. And can you also drop your contact information in the chat? I know you just said it, but in case some free stragglers pop on, they'll be able to know that you were here and
Yes, I can
reach
do
out
that.
to you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so up next on the Fly Tour, day 2 of the Fly Tour today, we have Louisiana Tech.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Hey,
Let me share. Okay. I feel like every time I do this, I have to refigure it out. All right, can y'all see my screen?
yes.
We sure can.
Okay. All right. Well, I am Katie Furman. I'm the Baton Rouge regional recruiter for Louisiana Tech University. We're a 4-year university located in Ruston, Louisiana. And if you don't know where Ruston is, it's about 4 hours north of here, in between Shreveport and Monroe. So I tell students, if you're just looking for a change of scenery, need a little space, that 4-hour drive isn't too bad. So first up on the slide, we have, this is our main building, toward the front of the picture. It's the admissions building, Hale Hall. So if you ever go on a tour of campus, that's the first place you'll get to go and see. And so just a few little facts about Louisiana Tech. We are, like I said, we're a 4-year university. We have about 12,000 students, and with a student faculty ratio of about 20-1, depending on your class. Some classes will be smaller, some will be bigger, but your professors, they really pride themselves on getting to know you well and you getting to know them well. So if you have questions about a class, or a test coming up, or you need a little extra help, like they're willing to do that, and they're going to know who you are too, which is really nice. We also have the lowest time to degree completion in the state. So all that just means is like it won't take you as long as some of your friends possibly to graduate. Our average is about 4.1 years. Some degrees will take a little longer. If you're interested in engineering, that is typically a 5-year degree. And then we do follow the quarter system, which is 3 quarters equals 2 semesters. And I'll kind of go into that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, a little bit about our quarter system. We have a fall, winter, and spring quarter, and they last about 10 weeks each, as opposed to a fall and spring semester, which are about 15. So if you are really just ready for a class to get over with, it's only 10 weeks long, so it's not bad. And this quarter system is what allows our students to graduate sooner. It just allows for more classes within a year. It is a little more fast paced. So, like, yes, you are in less classes, but because it's only 10 weeks, you just have to stay on the ball, and that's okay. Like, you just have to go with it. We also don't start school until after Labor Day. So you get a full 3.5 month summer to work, rest, whatever it may be. So yeah, don't go back to school till after Labor Day, which a lot of students really like that. Okay. All right, so we have 5 colleges under the university umbrella, and the first one is our Applied and Natural Sciences. That's going to have our ag, pre-vet, which is really popular, biology. So I'll say this a little while, I'll talk more about engineering, but engineering is our most popular college, but biology is our most popular major. We have a lot of students interested in that. If you love the outdoors, we're one of the only universities in the Southeast that offer forestry. So if you like trees, come on up. We also have a nursing degree, and we just added our BSN in January, and that will be online as well. So if you complete your associates and you wanted to work and attain that BSN, maybe move back toward the Baton Rouge area, you can do that while still being a tech student, just doing everything online. We also have human development, family science. So if you're interested in working with families and children in mental health setting or whatever need they have, you're able to do that too.
All right, and then our College of Business. So one thing I think College of Business does a little differently is all the majors that you see on your screen, you're going to take a mix of those classes your first 2 years at Tech. And all it does, it gives you a really solid foundation of the business world. So that way, after those 2 years, when you go to pick your major, you know what you want to do because you've had all that background knowledge and you feel good about the decision you're making. And then when it's time to get a job, you can go into an interview and explain how you have all this knowledge of accounting or marketing, even if it's a finance job. That program is run really well. And again, like the business professors, they're very open to students coming in their office, reaching out to them if you're struggling with things. One major I do like to point out every time I talk about business is that one at the bottom, the sustainable supply chain management. Basically, you would be the person who makes sure things stay on shelves. So with COVID, we needed toilet paper, Germex, all those things. So your job would be to make sure those things stay in the grocery stores. So a very much needed position right now. All right, education. That is going to hold all of our early childhood, elementary, and secondary. So if you want to teach the little ones all the way through high school, you have that capability to learn exactly what you need to at Tech. It also has our kinesiology program, which is extremely popular at Tech. Dr. Szymanski, who's over that program, he works really closely with the baseball team. So if that's something that interests you, like learning how the body moves and works and functions, I recommend at least going for a tour. I recommend a tour for all of these things, but I'll get into that in a little while. And then with our psychology degree, we also have the bachelor's degree all the way through doctorate programs. So if you just love Ruston, you love Tech, and you want to stick around and get those doctorates, you can do that there. All right, so like I mentioned, we are known for our engineering and science. So this is going to be all of the majors. Also, in all these colleges I'm talking about, our minors are not listed, but they are listed on the website. So if you have an interest in that, but you want a little more information, I'll leave my contact information in the chat and you can just reach out to me and I can get you anything you need. So yeah, with our engineering, it works a little similar to business, but it's just your first year. You'll take a few different types of engineering just to kind of get a sense of what engineerings you like and which ones you don't like. So you have that year to figure it out while you're still in engineering. It's called Living with the Lab. Or if you're more computer based, you would do Living with Cyber. Very similar setup. You would take the computer science classes as opposed to the engineering. Main requirements for both are to have a 26 in math on the ACT because it is so math heavy. They just want to make sure students are ready. If you don't have that 26, it is not the end of the world. You would just they would schedule you some math classes to get you ready for those programs. You do have to have at least a 19 on the math portion of the ACT to take those math classes. And then, I like to mention this too, just because their minors are not going to be on here, but under computer science, there is cybersecurity and graphics and game design. Those two are very popular right now and just pique a lot of interest with students. And then those pictures right there, the one at the bottom, it's a concrete canoe competition they do. It was held in Ruston, I think almost 2 years ago. You basically just try to make the concrete canoe float. And they either won it or did really well. I can't remember, but just one thing you'd get to do while you're in there. And then liberal arts it houses a lot of good things. So I think the first thing students typically ask me about is aviation. So if you want to learn to be a pilot, you can come to Louisiana Tech. It does add on about $60,000 to $70,000 over the course of your time at Tech. But if you're interested in that, we are still one of the more affordable options in the tri-state area. And then, or if you're more interested, not the the flying part, but the management part, learning the ins and outs of how to coordinate all the planes coming in and out, and how not hotels, how airports run. You could do the management side of that. Liberal arts also houses our architecture program, where you can also get a master's in that. Graphic design, studio art. We also have speech pathology, which is another great program, offer all the way through. You can get your doctorate in audiology with us as well. So, and music too. We have, I don't think people here at Louisiana Tech can think of music, but we offer vocal performance, music industry studies. As you can see in that picture on the screen, that soundboard was donated by a well-known alum in the country music world. And then that's just a little glimpse of the airport at the bottom and one of the planes that they have. All right, and then everyone wants to know about scholarships. So this is our main scholarship. It's our merit-based scholarship at Louisiana Tech. It is going to be based off your ACT or SAT score and your GPA. So there's no separate application for this. We just ask that once you submit your application, you can send us your transcript, ACT scores, and if you qualify, it will go directly into your student account, which is called your kennel. And then as far as getting admitted, you need at least a 2.5 core GPA with a 3.0 overall unweighted. And that is without an ACT score. So we are, if your ACT score doesn't meet the qualifications, but your GPAs do, you don't have to send us that. We are also, so we're not just test optional, but we're test blind as well. So if you do send us those scores, we just kind of turn a blind eye if they don't quite meet admissions requirements. So you can still send them. We'll just pretend we didn't see them. And then as far as housing goes, our housing application opens in mid-October. We have traditional style dorms along with suites and apartments as well. The suites are the most popular option. Students you'd still have a roommate, but you have a more apartment feel to it, a little more privacy. And everything on campus is pretty walkable too. So I think no matter where you live, it's not bad. And you do have to live on campus as a freshman, but that will really help you to build relationships, get to know others, and be more involved as well on campus. Oh, and we also super score too. If you're not familiar with super scoring, when we have at least 2 sets of ACT scores for you, we will take your highest sub scores and it creates a new ACT score, which can bump you up a category or keep you the same. It never hurts to be super scored. We just ask that you reach out to us. We don't just super score everyone. It's more of a request. So, and like I said, I'll put my contact info in and you can reach out about that. All right, and then we are Division I Conference USA in sports. We have football, baseball, basketball, softball, mainly all the sports, women's soccer, and that's our mascot, our live bulldog. He gets a lot of love on campus. If you've ever had a tour, maybe you've seen him around. He's awesome. But and you get, as a tech student, you will get into all the games for free. Doesn't matter which one, you're going to get in for free. And let's see. And we have over 200 campus organizations, 17 Greek organizations, and 14 intramural sports. So if you want to get involved, it's very easy to get involved at Tech. Don't overwhelm yourself, but also don't just sit in your dorm room either. Get involved, build relationships. And then, like I said, we are in Ruston. We're a small college town. Good coffee shops, good food, good trails if you like the outdoors. Lots of good things going on. The Peach Festival is there every year. It's a good time. All right, you can ignore that slide. But I can put let's see. But yeah, and as far as tours go, while I'm still trying to find the chat, I would recommend a tour sooner than later, especially if you've never been up to Ruston or North Louisiana. We do tours Monday through Friday, 8:30 option and a 1:30 option. You get to see campus, housing, and the major of your choice. And it's real easy. You can just Google LA Tech tours, find the one you need. And I'm still trying to find the chat. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put in my info.
No, thank you so much for presenting, Katie. It was really good. And it's actually very interesting. My brother is actually involved with supply chain management. He works for a hospital. So he makes sure that if an MRI machine breaks, he makes sure it's completely like he fills out the orders, even coffee machines for the break rooms. So it is definitely something that I didn't know that you had, there was a major for that.
Yeah. And Katie hit on so many points that we'll get into later for match and fit, like talking about the size of the school and the how the events on campus and all of that. So that's going to be some of our match points later on today.
Exactly. So next we're going to give it to, forgive me if I am saying your name, but Callie Lewis from Delgado.
Hey y'all. So my name is Kaylee. I am the
Kaylee, I'm
recruiter.
sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm the recruiter from Delgado, and I'm going to be giving a presentation today. Let me share my screen. Okay, and see. Is everyone able to see it correctly? See it good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I am with Delgado Community College, and we have 3 different divisions. So we have our academic division, which is our programs such as, like our business administration, nursing, things of that order. We also have an adult education for any of our adult learners who want to come back to school. And then we also have our workforce development. So here at Delgado, we're located in New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 5 different locations, which include our River City campus, our City Park campus, our West Bank, our Sidney Collier, and then our Maritime and Industrial campus. And then also we do provide a different number of type of classes that you can take because we know everybody can't do face-to-face and not everybody wants to do just strictly online. So we do offer students with the option of doing face-to-face classes, online classes, virtual classes. Those will be those classes that will be, you'll meet at a specific time, normally through Zoom or Canvas. And then we also have hybrid. So we have hybrid face-to-face, which is you'll do half coming in person and then half online. And then we also have hybrid virtual, which will be half virtual and then half online. So we try to offer a different types of classes because we know it, like I said, it's just what is flexible for your schedule. So here at Delgado, we offer the associate degree. So that is that 2-year degree. We also do it as a transfer degree. We also have certificate in technical programs, which may be a little bit less time than an associate's degree. And then we also have continuing education and professional development classes, which will be single courses that you can take. And then for our adult education, we have classes such as ELL or classes to help them get their HiSET or GED equivalency, things of that nature. So here at Delgado, we have over 100 accredited workforce programs and just regular degree programs. We were ranked top 50 for best community colleges in the country. And then we were ranked number 1 for our hospitality management program, and then ranked number 2 for our business administration program. So here, these are just a bit of programs that we do offer. We offer everything from the range of just like vet tech, business. We also have nursing, which is one of our biggest programs that we do offer here. We also have things as welding, which would be one of our workforce programs, along with other different things like theater, music, culinary arts, pastry arts, criminal justice, automotive. So it just really depends on what you're interested in. And I'm pretty sure we have it here at Delgado for you. So what is our classroom looking like? So typically we're not the huge big college. We don't have like 200 students per class. It's a little bit smaller. We have maybe 20 to 25 students per one class. We also offer state-of-the-art facilities and technologies just to be able to give our students hands-on learning, to be doing things in their field so they're not caught off guard as soon as they're out there in their field, we're actually working. And so here at Delgado, we like to say you can either get your degree with us and start working, or you can also keep going. So we offer the Louisiana transfer degree, and that's just, you have to have 60 credit hours, which is 2 years of a 4-year degree, and it guarantees admission into a 4-year public institution along with guaranteed transfer credits to that 4-year public institution. And some institutions in the state that we have the transfer degree with would be LSU, Grambling, UL, ULM. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, ULM, Southeastern, UNO, Nichols. So if really any 4-year accredited college, all of those transfer degree credits will go through. So how does it add up? So this is just a breakdown of, how much you can pay, how much you can save, where you go to a community college such as Delgado, and then transfer your credits to either a public institution or a private institution. So typically at Delgado, you'll pay about $5,000 per year. So if you do 2 years at Delgado, that'll be $10,000. And then say you want to go to a public university. If you go to a public university, you'll be paying around $10,000 per year. So if you complete your last 2 years at a public institution, you'll be paying somewhere between $30,000. Whereas if you go to a private institution after you complete your 2 years at any community college, you'll be paying around like $35K for that year. So you'll be looking at about $80,000. So this is just kind of like a breakdown of, how much you can save versus, coming to a community college just to start out and then transferring those credits. So what is the process for enrolling in college? So our admission requirements, we do require to either provide us with your immunization records, or you can sign a waiver. The waiver is because we don't have any on-campus living or anything like that. So you don't necessarily have to provide us with those immunization records. If you're a male between the ages of 18 and 25 with a social security number, you have to have proof of selective service. And then upon request, we need an official copy of your high school transcript or GED or HiStat equivalency. So how to enroll at Delgado. So the enrollment steps are pretty easy. We don't have any application fee. If you go to our website, which is dcc.edu, all you have to do is go to the top of the screen and there's an apply now button. You press that. It's really, really easy. And then second step, we also recommend that people make an appointment with our academic advisors just to make a course plan of, your time there, of your degree plan, just to make sure, you're not taking any classes that you won't need. Student life. So here at Delgado, we do have approximately 50 different student organizations, include things such as our Student Government Association. We also have the theater program, music program, and the criminal justice program. We have our honors program along with our Dolphin radio station for any of our students who's interested in that. And then we also have our National Society of Leadership and Success, and then much, much more. So it just really depends on, what you're interested in, if you're ready to get into the life of, just being apart with different other students. And then for our sports, we do have men's baseball, and then we have women and men's basketball. So our support services, we have a number of different student support services on campus just to help, help our students get through anything they're going through in life with school. So we have our single stop, which is to help our students access resources. We also have our TRIO student support services, who help students who are first-gen college students, either students of low income or even individuals with disabilities. We have our writing centers and our learning labs, and these are specifically for, just like if you have papers or essays, if you need just like proofreading, or you need to know if you need more help or additional help, they'll be there to assist you. We also have computer labs with computers that you just need to log in with your school credentials. If you don't have a laptop or any Wi-Fi at home, we do have laptop and a hotspot loans that we do give out to students, and they're free as well. We also have 24/7 tutoring services for any classes, along with a veterans office that provides help to any veterans or children of veterans. We have our student accessibility services for any student who need additional help in their classes. And then we also have career exploration for those who are unsure of, what they want to do, which program they're interested in. We'll help you narrow down your choices and help you find out which career is best for you. And then lastly, we do have our SMART, which stands for Single Mom Assessing Resources Timely. And these are just resources for all of our single mothers and even our single fathers that are on campus. So how do you pay for college? So there's 3 types of ways that you can pay for college. Number 1 will be grants and scholarships. So that is money that does not require a payment back. And that includes our Pell Grants, TOPS, and since we are a technical college, we do accept TOPS Tech, Delgado scholarships that are offered by the college, and then any private scholarships that you may have. The next type of financial aid will be loans. So that is money that has to be paid back. And then lastly, we do offer college work study, which is an on or off campus job while attending college. I believe college work study students, they are paid $10 for an hour and they can work up to 30 hours per week. So who qualifies for FAFSA? In order to qualify for FAFSA, your parent doesn't have to be a US citizen or a legal resident in the United States. However, the student that is applying must be a US citizen and have that social security number. They also must have a high school diploma or a high STET or GED equivalency, along with the minimum GPA for TOPS and the minimum SAT or ACT score for TOPS. And then you must have proof of financial need, which is your income, along with the attendance costs. And then we also have iGrad. This is a tool, it's like a financial literacy tool that we offer to all of our students, faculty, and staff. It's just like a financial guide to help you manage your money better, help you pay for school, manage your debts, learn about credit scores, learn about investing, and just an overall financial tool to help you spend less money. And I think it's very, very helpful. So as soon as you apply and you get your student ID, you'll automatically have access to iGrad. And so I'm going to also talk about our workforce development. Our workforce development, those are programs that are, less than 2 years that you'll do. It's those programs that as soon as you finish, you'll be working right after you complete the program. And that includes things like pipe fitting, electrical welding, millwright. We also have our medical assistant and our health coach, along with hospitality and tourism. And then we also have information technology programs under our workforce. So that's things that you're interested in with just like computer science, web design, things like that. And yeah, so you can stay in touch. We have a barcode if you have anybody who wants to get information about Delgado. You can reach our website at dcc.edu. And then if you want to contact our whole department, it'll be enroll@dcc.edu. And then we're also on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And then I'll also put my contact information in the chat as well. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Allie.
Right. That was a lot of good information. I love that you touched upon, the writing centers and resources, because that's something that you can never, you can always use that. I know I used it when I was in college and everything, and it made the world of difference. So thank you so much, and all the programs. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. And that transfer degree is always so great for students to know about. That's a unique program for that some of our community colleges offer. So glad to know Delgado has that transfer degree program.
Yes. So next up is Emma Cockrum with NSULA. So we'll let you take it away. So thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay?
You sure can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'll share my screen.
Surprised Brian didn't try to do this introduction. He always has to let us know that he graduated from Northwestern.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Well, that's why I saved the best for last.
Well, here we go. Okay. Can everybody see it okay? All right. Think so. So we are Northwestern State University. Just a little bit about this is my contact information, and I will drop it in the chat, of course, after the presentation. And then also just some contact information for our main office and then our different social medias. We're on Instagram and Facebook. So definitely give us a look. And then just a little bit about Northwestern. So we have our enrollment size is about 8,800 and not quite 9,000. So very much a medium sized school, right? So just enough that you can get a feel for your different classmates and really become your own person, but also you're always meeting someone new. So not too big, not too small, I like to think. We do have a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So definitely we pride ourselves here at Northwestern on being quite personal, getting to know your professors, and that's always extremely helpful, right? Whenever you're in college and you maybe don't know, you have questions, it's really nice to have your professors know who you are, know your name, and that's just a really helpful thing. Our motto is personable, valuable, and impactful. We like to think that that is 3 words that describe your experience and your education here at Northwestern. And so that is indeed our motto. Our colors are purple and white. Sometimes people, there's a misconception where purple and orange is our accent color. So we're purple, white, and then accent is orange. And then we were established in 1884 as the Louisiana State Normal School, which was focused in education, which still remains to be one of our largest programs now. So a bit about our different undergraduate programs. We have 4 academic colleges here at Northwestern: the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Business and Technology, College of Nursing and Allied Health, and then the Galapsi Family College of Education and Human Development. So between all of those different academic colleges, there are about a little over 100 degrees and programs offered. Our top programs are going to be nursing, creative and performing arts, and education. So as I said, we were established as the Louisiana State Normal School, and now education is still one of our largest programs here at Northwestern. We offer all the way from elementary up to secondary education, and then pretty much every sort of subject that you would maybe want to teach, including things like agribusiness, if you want to be an ag teacher, music, that sort of thing. So some of those art teachers, so all those different sorts of areas we offer here in education. Creative and performing arts, we offer what's called a BFA, a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, in all of our arts programs here. So that's things like theater, vocal performance, whatever sort of art that you are maybe interested in, dance, we have something here at NSU for you. And then nursing, we produce our nursing program, nursing and allied health program, produces and graduates the largest number of nursing students each year. Last year, we had a 100% passing rate on our NCLEX exam, which is that exit exam to become an RN after you graduate with your BSN. So we are definitely a wonderful nursing program here if that's something that you are interested in pursuing. So what does the application process look like to NSU? So we do have an online application process. You can access that usually in the July before your senior year. And it's nsu.la/apply, quick and easy application process with a $20 application fee. And then once you've submitted your application to NSU, all we need are your official ACT scores or your in-progress high school transcript. And from there, we can process your admission, and then eventually we'll need your immunization records and then your your selective service registration card. and then filing for FAFSA, of course, and then any additional scholarships. Well, I'll go over some of the different scholarship opportunities that we offer here in just a second. And then applying for housing. Our housing application always opens. This year it was January 11th, but it always is somewhere in the early weeks of January of your senior year. And then the last step for applying to and enrolling in NSU is to register for Freshman Connection, which is our take on freshman orientation. There are multiple sessions that are offered throughout the summer. Most of them are 2-day sessions, and so include like an overnight stay in one of our dorms to kind of give you that experience of what it's like to live in a dorm before you're actually there in the fall, and then a 1-day session. So you don't have to come to all of them, of course. We just want you to pick one that fits best with your schedule, because we know that summer going into your freshman year of college is usually really busy. And then step 9, of course, is to see you in the fall once you are enrolled, of course. So some of our admission criteria for Northwestern is you can be admitted at a 2.35 GPA for in-state students if you are have a 2.35 GPA and then an 18 in English or a 19 in math, looking at those subscores on the ACT. Or if you are an in-state student and you have a 3.0 or higher GPA, we can admit you without ACT scores. So those are kind of the 2 ways for in-state students to be admitted to Northwestern. Here you go. A little bit about scholarships here at NSU. So we do have academic scholarships that we begin awarding for that at a 20 ACT composite and a 3.0 GPA. And we do award based on super score that started this fall. So you can, if your super score is that 20 or higher, we award based on that super score. And then we have what we call foundation scholarships that are awarded through our alumni office. Those are some of those additional scholarships that you can apply for on top of what you receive academically. And so most of those scholarships are based on major. And so especially if you're in one of our like STEM or business or education, those are 3 of our majors that have a lot of different alumni scholarships that are available. And then we also have performance-based scholarships, which are for our theater, dance, those sorts of programs, are our creative and performing arts programs. A lot of the times, if you're in our marching band, orchestra, that sort of thing, we can set up an audition for you in order to get some performance-based scholarships for you. If you decide that you want to come on a tour of campus in your senior year, we can set up to where your audition for those scholarships are attached right there to your tour. So you can kind of get it all done in one day while you're on campus. And then we also, of course, have athletic scholarships. We are NCAA Division I, and so if you are here playing one of our different sports teams, those scholarships are awarded through our athletics department. And then, of course, any sort of third-party private scholarship that you bring in, we accept as well. Some different dates to remember for our scholarships are the one that I kind of want to point out to you is that our early bird scholarship deadline is always October 31st of your senior year. So as long as you've gotten your application in and you've gotten your admission decision by late October, you are pretty in a good spot as far as scholarships deadlines and getting in that first round of scholarships that go out on October 31st in your senior year. All right, a little bit about campus life. Here at Northwestern, we pride ourselves on offering tons of opportunities for students to get involved outside of the classroom. We like to say that you get out what you put in, and so we like to give you lots of opportunities to get involved outside of the classroom, of course. So we have what's called Demon Days, which are the first 42 days of the fall semester. We like to say we almost have like a welcome semester here at Northwestern. Our first year experience office puts on a different event for the first 42 days of that fall semester where you can get involved and meet new people. So it's wonderful for freshmen, but also upperclassmen to kind of get plugged in at those first couple of days of being on campus. And then homecoming, our students participate in things like lip sync and all these different kind of activities in order to kind of show your demon pride and kind of get involved here on campus. And then we also have Demon Fest, as well as a couple of other different concerts throughout the year. We have things like Demon Fest, Fork Out Fest, even First Night Fest. We love concerts here at NSU, and we have some really big name artists that come and visit and perform on our campus for our students. Lots of ways to get involved as a student. We have over 100 student organizations here on campus. And so definitely we like to think a little something for everybody. But if for whatever reason there is an organization that you're interested in starting that we maybe don't have, all you need is a faculty advisor. So we have some really wonderful new organizations that are coming on campus because students have that interest. The newest one, that's one of my favorites, is that we recently we now have an archery team as a club sport. And so because some students pulled together and decided that that's what they wanted to do. So definitely lots of opportunities to further your interest as a student here at Northwestern. And then we also have our Wellness Recreation Activity Center. It's our gym, on-campus gym. We have an indoor track, group exercise classes, and much, much more that you're able to kind of take advantage of as a student. Your entrance fee to the rack is included in your registration fee. So as a student, you get access to our student workout facility for free, which is really nice. A couple of our different eating venues on campus. We have a campus Chick-fil-A, a Steak and Shake, a Starbucks, what we call Vic's, which is kind of like a little cafe. They always have like salads and sandwiches, some sort of like Louisiana hot food line, which is always really yum. And then we have Iberville Dining Hall, which is our main dining cafeteria on campus. And so they also always just have lots of wonderful options. And then we have 3 different housing options here at NSU. We have University Place, which is more like smaller apartment style with kitchenettes, and that's very close to our dining hall. So that's great for students who maybe want to take advantage of those different dining options a lot while still cooking every once in a while in their dorms. And then University Columns, which are traditional apartment style. So they have a full kitchen and are set up kind of like townhomes. And so those are great for students who definitely maybe want to cook a little bit more in their apartment. And then Varnado Hall, which is our dorms that are especially wonderful for students who are interested in creative and performing arts. They have dance spaces, practice rooms, even a recording studio for students of that creative and performing arts majors and interests, but also any student, of course, can live in Varnado, and many do and really enjoy it. It's that community style living. And so there's always a really wonderful community there. And so it's great for students who really kind of want to maybe branch out and meet new people. So how can you visit Northwestern? We do personalized campus tours Monday through Friday, pretty much all day. So we would absolutely love to have you on campus for a tour. You have a personal tour guide that takes you all around campus, and we set up a meeting with the academic department that you're interested in maybe majoring in. And if you have one or more than one interest, or you want to meet with a couple of different people while you're there, we can totally make that happen. But there will at least be one academic meeting for your tour, so you can kind of sit down and have a personal conversation with an advisor about what you're interested in studying, and maybe what some of your options and tracks are here at NSU. You will see all of our different housing options, Varnado, University Place, and University Columns. And so you can definitely take a look at some of our different housing options and see what maybe would fit your living style the best. So if you can book a tour and schedule a tour at nsu.la/tours, and you can go and fill out your and schedule your tour today. So I don't know if that actually really worked for y'all on your screen, but that was just a little sneak peek of NSU and a little video that our marketing team put together. So I thought I'd include it. So just a couple reminders. Our admission GPA is 2.35, and then remember you can be admitted at a 3.0 without test scores in your whenever you apply to NSU. And then we conduct tours year round, so definitely come and visit us. And then we are also a very cost-effective institution, so definitely keep us in mind as you are looking at all of your different college options. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you for being with us today and all the great information that you shared about Northwestern. It's always great to have y'all here.
Indeed, it was very informative.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
So many options you can do at that college, and it's just really good to have that information. So thank you so much, Emma.
All right, everyone. So that was our last school for today. So they mentioned a lot of things that are related to the LASPA's 5-point match. So you have received so much information about all of these different schools, different types of schools. We had private schools, public schools, community colleges, universities. So a array of schools. So it can be hard to make a decision, but you can use LASPA's 5-point match to explore how each of those colleges and careers can get you to your next space. So you can use the LASPA's 5-point match to make that final decision of where you want to go. Okay.
Exactly.
So let's get into what exactly that 5-point match is.
Okay. Well, let me kick that out. So, like I said, 5-point match. The first match point is aptitude, skills, and interest, and that deals with discovering what you are and what you're good at and what you like, your likes and your dislikes, because you want to go to school for doing something that you like, doing something that you want to do, and that's what our first match point deals with.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly, which comes, like we said, 5-point match. That was the first one, which is aptitude, skills, and interest. So comes the second one, which is the academic match, which you heard a lot about the colleges talking about that. They were talking about super scores and stuff like that. That's important because this is where you're looking at your current grades, your GPA, your ACT, your SAT scores, and then comparing it to those colleges you want to go to and see how far you need to go in order to get into those colleges.
And then that brings us to match point 3. So cost of choice. So this helps you figure out, can you afford it? So many of our schools discussed this. They talked about scholarships. They talked about financial aid. They talked about different programs that were on campus, maybe some tuition waivers. So our cost of choice, can you afford it? So we know college can be expensive, but there are ways to minimize loan debt and maximize gift aid, our free money, so that you can graduate with as little debt as possible, because you want to keep those coins after you start your amazing career, after you finish your degrees.
Yes, she is.
And so next up is our match point number 4, which is the social and emotional match. This is the best way to decide which college or university is the best fit for you. So we look at things like class size, extracurriculars, locations, majors, and even how far away it is from your home. So after you do your research, this is when you'd ask yourself, who gets me?
Yes, and that leads us to our 5th and final match point, retention. Retention deals with how well schools retain the students. You go there, you stay, you graduate. You might leave or transfer, but retention deals with making sure that you stay on a correct and straightforward path, straight to graduation.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So go ahead, Izzy.
No, I was going to say, it's really good. So as we went through the 5-point match and you just saw all the colleges go, now you can start thinking, it's like, like they talked about social, if you like athletics and stuff like that, you can start thinking of which college do you like? What is something that you're looking for? Are you looking for a big town, a small town? What kind of cafes and stuff? It's like finding something that fits you.
Yes.
So that's something that's really, really good to start thinking about.
Yeah. And remember, there's a path for each and every one of you, whether that's a technical program, a certification, associate's degree, bachelor's degree, or even continuing after your 4 years. for a professional degree like a Juris Doctorate if you want to be a lawyer, or maybe a master's in business administration. There are so many possibilities for your future and so many different ways to get there, like we heard from all of our schools.
Yes. And now we're going to go in more in-depth conversations with us, your Lassville College advocates, so we can get to know y'all a little better, and y'all can get to know us a little better about handling the college process and how to maintain it.
Yes.
Wait, guys, there's this big, like, we haven't introduced, just so y'all know that we have a new advocate. So I know she spoke earlier and y'all didn't, I don't know if y'all know, but Madison is our new sophomore advocate. So as we're going to go into these games, you're going to be hearing from her. And just so you know, she's been exciting. I know she's excited and we're excited to have her.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here with y'all today.
Yeah, we're so excited. All right, so let the games begin. To say so.
All right. So we will go through our LASPA's school survival guide. So we will see how much y'all know to get through school and into college and careers of your choosing. So let's get started. So as you see here, we have all of your advocates. So as a reminder, Izzy is your freshman advocate. Madison is your sophomore advocate. Brian is your junior advocate, and I am, of course, the best class, the senior class advocate.
Yeah. No, it's the juniors. It's the juniors.
I'd say the freshmen.
It's the juniors, the best class.
Definitely the sophomores.
See, y'all don't have enough energy for it, so that's how I know y'all aren't the best classes. Thank you.
What?
Oh, we're just ready for the games.
Wow.
We are
about to
so
show
ready for the
y'all.
games. We're saving our energy for the games.
But
Sir,
y'all
sorry.
can follow each and every one of us on Instagram at laspa.advocates, where we will share tips and tricks for you to get through your high school career. And we're not going to leave you hanging once you make it to college. We still have important reminders and tips, tools, and tricks for you then as well. So let's hop into it with our schedule for these games. So first up, we talked a little bit about our 5-point match. So we're going to go a little bit deeper for it. First up, we're going to talk about aptitude, skills, and interest into what our academic match is.
Second match point.
Then cost of choice,
Third
social and emotional, and wrapping it up with retention. So let's jump into it. So first up, I'll get us started with aptitude, skills, and interests. Again, this is our first match point.
Yes.
And it's what are your interests? What skills do you already have? What career can match those aspects? And does the school offer a program that will prepare you for this career? So like if you want to go into nursing, well, you don't want to major in basket weaving because that's not going to help you out very much, right?
That's correct.
Unless you want to be a surgeon.
So things like I was really interested in science in high school, and I knew I wanted to help people. So I went into biology. I was planning to go to medical school, and although my career path has changed, I am still helping people, both here with y'all finding your careers and your majors, but also within the mental health field as well. What about any of my other advocates? Did y'all have any interests that matched your career path now?
Oh, definitely. So in high school, I was really into art. I was in the art honors club, and I knew that that was always my passion. So I ended up majoring in art in college, and now I continued that, and I work as a graphic designer here at LASVA.
See, perfect match for interests and careers. All right, so let's jump into our first question for the game. All right, so what term refers to the process of exploring and choosing a career path? Is it A, job application, B, career exploration, C, work experience, or D, college admission?
Maybe guys, isn't it like college admission?
I do not know.
The process of exploring and choosing career paths.
It could be job application because you have to apply for the job to get to it.
Right?
Maybe. Izzy, go ahead and show us what that answer is.
To represent the freshmen, I'm going with the career exploration.
Oh,
So you
Was-
changed at the last minute, huh?
yeah,
Yep.
she
What-
changed your answer at the last minute. We saw
So
you.
the correct answer is B, career exploration. So if you, which is what we're part of what we're doing right now. Next
Yes,
question
exploring
is,
career.
which of the following is a key factor to consider when exploring potential college majors? Is it A, popular trends, B, family preferences, C, personal interests and strengths, D, friend recommendations?
Always go by friend recommendations.
I always go friend because if my
Absolutely.
friends do
My
it, I'm
friends
gonna do it too.
know
You know?
what I would want to do,
So
obviously.
y'all are just on the buddy system when it comes to
Oh,
your
correct.
future careers.
Yeah, we'll all just go do the same thing. So
Yeah.
we'll have all the same
Then we-
classes, just like high
We'll
school.
stay friends forever, you know?
I know this friendship bracelet doesn't mean anything. It means something.
Yeah.
Let's see what that answer is.
Oh darn, we were wrong. It was
If you said personal interests and strengths, then you were correct.
Good job,
Although
y'all.
your friends may love you and y'all may have your best interests at heart, y'all all have different interests and strengths. So you should go on the path that is best for your interests. and strengths.
Absolutely. That is
correct.
something that is very good. Don't follow your friends just because. Make sure you have, like, you know, that this is the place you want to go, that it will, like, gear towards your interests and what is best for you.
Yes, what
Yeah.
benefits you.
Because the best advocate is yourself sometimes.
Absolutely. All right, next question. Which career path is associated with skills in computer programming and software development? Is it A, chef, B, architect, C, graphic designer, or D, software engineer?
Wait,
Hmm.
that's right. You are a graphic designer, Madison.
Yes.
So let's see. What do
But
y'all
what
think?
skills do you
A,
have?
chef, B, architect, C, graphic designer, or D, software engineer?
Well, there's
see.
software in the question and then software in D. So
Yeah, context
we're-
clues.
So
I've never
let's
used computer programming in the kitchen.
Right? I know. I don't really see that often. And I don't see
well, you do use
Madison
software for
coding.
architecture.
That is
Correct.
true. I know a lot of architects have special computer software that they have to use.
So let's see. What is the answer?
Hmm.
It is D,
D,
software
software.
engineer. So if you guessed software engineer, you were correct.
Good job. Good job.
All right, next question. What does the term networking mean in the context of career exploration? Is it A, making new friends on social media? B, building professional relationships and connections? C, creating a computer network? Or D, designing fashion networks? What is it?
Well, when you connect with people on LinkedIn, you add them, and that's social media. So
That's a network.
Bam. That's the only network I need right there.
Which
And the
social
internet,
media
that one's an
networking could
important
be
Which is
network.
important.
also a computer network, you know, because I'm on the computer
Mhm.
connecting with my friends on social media.
There's different ways to network, and that's something to keep in mind. So the
Let's see.
correct answer is building professional relationships and connections.
Yes,
It's never too
correct.
early because
And
you
it
never
is-
know where they'll run into them.
Absolutely. It is so important to start building your network, even from high school. If you're doing job shadowing, internships, just talking to people about their careers. You never know how those connections later on can help you, from letters of recommendation to they maybe have more information about different schools and programs, and just generally helping you figure out what your next step is.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right. Which of the following resources is helpful for researching potential colleges? A, video games. B, college websites and brochures. C, fiction novels. Or D, pop culture magazines.
Definitely video games.
Or novels. Maybe I want to go to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
That's a good school I've heard about. Never been
So
there.
We should get them to present next time.
We get
Yeah,
Hogwarts, a
get
representative from
Hogwarts on the
Hogwarts.
fly tour.
right, but it is so good to do your research. Don't just like it's good to just don't wing things and do your research when it comes to colleges and stuff like that. Use websites, you can use brochures, and you'll find out a lot about things you didn't know before. Like yesterday, we had a college present and they have goat yoga. I didn't know that a college had that. And then today, with a lot of the colleges we had today, you saw what are some majors, what are some things. It's good to just look and research into those things.
So, which
Yes.
means we are also a resource for
Yep.
searching for colleges and majors and careers.
Yes,
Indeed.
yes.
All
So
right.
now,
So next up, I'm gonna turn it over to Brian for our second match.
correct. So now we have our second match point. It's called our academic match, which empowers students to pinpoint post-secondary programs aligning with their chosen careers. It provides details about the educational prerequisites necessary after high school and outlines eligibility requirements for program admissions. How to get into school. Just sum it up.
Which all of our schools today talked about that exactly what you needed. I
Exactly.
hope you were taking notes.
What you need to get in. So, first question we have, what term refers to the academic requirements and qualifications necessary for entry into a specific college program? Is it A, academic match? Is it B, admissions criteria? Is it C, prerequisite checklist? Or is it D, the course syllabus?
Hmm.
We talked to 4 different colleges today about how to get in there as a graduating high school senior.
So let's see. Which one is it?
Which
I mean,
one
they
is
all
it?
they all are requirements for something.
Very
True.
true. So, but which one is the requirements that we're talking about here?
That are necessary.
All right, what y'all think?
Let's see. Let's see.
Admission
Correct is
criteria.
B.
We heard a lot about that today, about what it
Yes.
takes to get into the colleges. So this is something that's really important. So
Next question. Who in here knows about TOPS?
I
Do you
think
know
I
what
do.
TOPS is?
I do.
I'm
So,
required to know what TOPS is. So
Right?
so since y'all know what TOPS is, then what are the 4 major scholarship award levels of the TOPS program? Is it A, TOPS Opportunity, Progressing Honors in TOPS Tech? Is it B, TOPS Opportunity Performance Honors in TOPS Tech? Is it C, TOPS Assistance Honors Performance in TOPS Tech? Or is it D, TOPS Tech, TOPS Honors, TOPS Elite, and TOPS Opportunity?
These, yep,
4
this is
levels
This
of
is
TOPS.
confusing.
and we know one of our schools mentioned one of the levels today.
Yes. Yeah, so if y'all were listening, then y'all
Y'all
have
have
at least one of the 4,
know
right?
one of them, right?
And remember, the higher your GPA and ACT, the higher level of TOPS, which means the more money you'll get from us. So also keep that in mind.
and
That
it's
might get coming
important.
up too.
Right. And we're just gonna and we can talk to you a little bit about it. So for this one, it is TOPS Opportunity Performance Honors and TOPS Tech. This is
Good job.
important. Right, good job. It is important to know that this is a Louisiana scholarship for Louisiana students. So if y'all decide to go out of state, y'all would not be eligible for TOPS. But
Exactly.
the purpose of this is there are 3 4-year like TOPS, and then there's TOPS Tech. So TOPS Tech is for 2 years that can be used for any 2-year
2 year.
degree.
Yes.
So if you want to do is welding
Yes,
Yes,
under it.
that'll work.
So
yeah, technically, yeah.
TOPS
That'll work.
Tech. So Delgado mentioned TOPS Tech earlier today. TOPS Tech is our 2-year degree for
Mhm.
technical programs and some approved academic programs. So yes, you could do things like welding, cosmetology, but even some of the approved academic programs are like your associates in nursing, or
Let's see
business.
that. And
Correct.
then there comes the TOPS opportunity, performance, and honors opportunities. The first level, second level is performance, and then the next one is honors. And these can be
Highest
used
level.
at technical schools and four-year schools as well. So that is really important to know.
Correct.
All right.
Next.
Okay. Like we said, it's 4 different levels of TOPS, and each level you pass, you get more money. So, this question, what is the GPA and ACT combination required to qualify for TOPS opportunity? Is it a 2.5 with a 20 on the ACT? Is it B, a 2.75 with a 19 on the ACT? Is it C, a 3.0 with a 30 on the ACT? Or is it D, a 2.0 with an 18 on the ACT?
Hmm.
Hmm,
And remember,
4
this is
different
for the
levels
first level.
Of the 4-year award,
of the
the
4-year
opportunity.
award. Hmm. This will get you to any 4-year school. This will get you top to any 4-year school
In
and
Louisiana.
in Louisiana. And you can also use this at a top tech school. So, yeah.
So drum roll, please.
Which one is it? Is a 2.5 GPA with a 20 on the ACT. So you get that, you go to Louisiana school, you automatically get tops. You can always get higher, you can always get higher. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Free money is
bonus points. Let's see, my advocates, do y'all know what do you need for the TOPS Tech Award for your GPA and ACT?
Hmm.
2.5 with a 17 on the ACT.
Yes, thank
Are
you,
you
Izzy.
sure?
It is a 2.5 for your core GPA. That's math,
Core.
science, social study, art, and foreign language. So a 2.5 for that core GPA, whether you are on the university track, it's going to be the 19 units, or the jumpstart track, which will be the 21 units. And then a 17 on the ACT, or a silver or higher on the work keys. So you have a few ways to be able to get the TOPS Tech Award.
Correct.
Just representing the freshman class, guys.
You're doing amazing. So, question, how can understanding program admission requirements benefit high school students in their academic journey? Is it A, by planning movie nights with friends? Is it B, by selecting the easiest courses? Is it C, by making informed decisions about course selection and extracurricular activities? Or is it D, by avoiding homework assignments? Hmm,
I know I'm all about selecting the easiest courses.
me too. I'm
I'm
trying
with you,
to
Kayla.
get in and get out,
But I also really like movie nights. Movie nights are fun.
Well, if you select the easiest courses, then you have more time for movie nights.
Oh,
Oh, you're so right.
that is so right.
And why
I'm a
wouldn't I want to
genius.
pick the easiest thing?
Genius.
Genius. It's more movie nights, more friends,
More,
less classes,
less homework.
less homework too.
Hmm.
It's
Then you
easy
won't
in
have
your
to avoid
class
it.
because you already did it.
Of this. So drum
Let's
roll,
see what the actual
please.
answer is.
Is C, by making informed decisions about course selection and extracurricular activities.
So
And
we were
there
all
are
wrong.
people on campus who can help you with those informed decisions
Absolutely.
about your academic journey. Let's go to match point number 3. Hmm.
So
Let's
Izzy,
see.
helping us
Yep,
through that
this is
match point 3.
yes, I can. So cost of choice. So as this is the third match point, as you've seen, we've done aptitudes. We've done we did Brian's, which was Brian
Academic.
academic, and now we're doing the cost of choice. So with this section, we will make students aware of the costs associated with East Post-Secondary option. So that includes the training necessary for their chosen career, and this will allow the student
Hmm.
to have his or her family choose the right institution for their program of study that will result in being in as little debt as possible. Because that's the goal is we don't want you all to have an extraordinary amount of debt. We want you to end with as little debt as
Yes.
possible.
Save your
And
money.
with that, We're going to just get you to get mindful of just how much things cost, look at everything, and then see what benefits some colleges have. I know some colleges allow you to rent books for free and stuff in those in that
Yeah.
route. So to get you all to just start thinking about what things cost, one thing that we will all say is as a student, utilize being a student. So for instance, do you think a Spotify student subscription is more than 10.99 or less? Keyword here is student
Students.
subscription.
Mm.
Hmm.
I don't know, 10.99 with it
I'm not
being
a student no
student.
more, so I have no
Yeah.
idea.
All my discounts got taken away.
Right. I
They
paid
Yes.
haven't taken
10.99.
mine away yet. They haven't realized I've graduated yet.
Hold on to
Well, I
it
know this
forever.
one.
Yes. And with
So let's
that,
see what it is.
10.99 is actually the regular for those of us that are not students.
Oh,
The student price is $5.99. So utilize it. They also have some bundles where you can get some other streaming service with it too. So
I have
yes,
look into
Hulu and
it.
for cheaper.
Spotify together.
Yes, that was a great
Yes.
bundle.
There's plenty of apps that you can
Great
download
bundle.
that give you discounts on like stores, food places, things like that, just for being a student.
Right.
So
And don't be like me and upgrade to no
perks.
commercials. Like it's okay to have commercials.
Save your money.
Save your money. Okay, next is Crest toothpaste. Is it more or less than $4.50? And this is just one. We're not Costcoing it or Sam's it. It's just one single toothpaste.
It don't matter how much it costs. I'm gonna still pay for it.
Right? It's very necessary. I hope all of y'all brush y'all's
Don't
teeth
skip out on this.
Don't
because then you're
skip
gonna have to
out.
spend
Please.
more money to fill in those cavities.
And hygiene is important. Nobody wants stinky breath.
Yeah,
Not
that
at 8
first
in the morning.
high is going to be dreadful. All right, so it's going to be less. It's actually $2.29, which back in my day used to be in the $1.
Back in
But
my day.
You're you're old.
Is it?
it's okay. Brian's the same age as me, so and Kayla, so all three of us are.
Don't be exposing them like that.
Right.
Right.
All on Beyonce's internet. No, thank you, man.
More or less, you think a science textbook is more than $85 or less than $85?
Now, is
this
it a hard copy? Is it a rental? Digital?
Right. Is it
brand new?
used? Is it from the school? Is it is it
we're,
digital?
we're going to go with a brand new one from the university library and university store, and it's a hardcover.
Oh.
So it got the plastic wrap on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely gonna be more. Definitely
About
gonna be
Definitely.
more.
$400.
Has the new clean smell too.
Oh no, about
Crack the
It'd be
$400.
spine.
Like it is actually $115, and some of them can be more. But also be aware that a lot of classes now require you to get a digital, like a digital textbook or a digital program. So it's usually called like Wiley Plus or something in that aspect for math or for certain classes.
And that's not a bad price. My freshman year, my first science textbook was $300. I
Oh my
wanted to
goodness.
cry.
Oh, that is way too much.
So
Yes,
expensive.
I wanted to
Too
cry.
much.
And some schools do
Whew.
create their own textbooks where they just basically is a textbook, but they just consolidate it.
Mhm.
So now you went into the Apple store and you see this nice MacBook Air. It's 11-inch screen with about 500 gigabytes of storage and
So
maybe 8
pretty.
gigabytes of RAM.
Is it
Is
like the
more,
most recent
Yes.
model?
Is it
Yeah.
used?
is it more or less than $750?
Refurbished.
Refurbished?
Heck no. You want the brand spanking new one.
All
Oh,
of mine's
just came
refurbished.
out. Okay.
Yeah. So just so you know, it's going to cost a pretty penny. It's going to cost exactly
Oh no.
100, probably
1,000?
$1,099, which is about, is it like 10,000 pennies? 100
But
pennies. 100
but
pennies isn't a
remember,
dollar.
Don't pay a
remember
penny.
some the schools on the tours did say they did have computer programs
Mm,
that will let you borrow a computer for the semester.
right.
So
Yes,
if you don't have one, you can borrow one. And
you
they'll
can
let you
look
borrow
into
it for
those
free.
options.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to look into refurbished computers. It doesn't have to be a Mac. Like find something that works for you, but it doesn't have to be the newest one.
Yes.
Correct.
Next is a Chick-fil-A meal. I will tell you that I actually brought Chick-fil-A for breakfast this morning. So it's fresh on my mind. Is it more or less than $7.27?
Do we have cheese on there? Is it a deluxe? What do we want?
Right. Is it a large
Did we
fry?
upgrade to large fries?
Yes, can we upgrade?
Yes.
That's what
This is what dreams are made of, guys.
upgrading everything. Yeah, I like that.
All the upgrades because we got money.
So it is actually more, $8.95. Now, just be mindful because
Oh,
I know there's a lot of Chick-fil-A's, there's a lot of restaurants on campus. Be mindful of the amount of money that you put into it because that can add up really quickly.
yes.
And
It can
also, like
stack really
Madison
quick.
said earlier, sometimes you can get food discounts using your student ID. So when you get that card, the student ID, make sure you
Use
keep it
it.
with you.
Yes.
Right. And I even think that movie theaters or other places can give you discount for that too. So
Yep.
mini fridge, you want to cook for yourself or have a frozen meal. You want to get a nice mini fridge.
Keep
Yeah,
your
keep your
More
hot pocket.
Gatorade cold.
Keep your pizzas cold, you know. Yeah.
more or less than 174.
Keep your
This
Powerade
this is
cold,
the
you
double
know.
one. It has a
Soft
freezer on
drinks.
top, so that's a nice one.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
the best kind. It gotta
it
be
is not
more.
174. It is
Oh,
actually
wow.
138.
That's not bad. That's not
That's a
bad.
good
But
price for a
it's
double.
also right. It's also really good to just look around. Don't just see the first thing. Look around, compare prices, save the money where you
Mhm.
can.
Back to school sales. Yeah.
Indeed. And that's all for me. Now I will give it on to Madison.
Yes. So, like I mentioned earlier, match point 4 is the social and emotional match. So, this is the thing we look at class size and curriculars. Maybe like there's a specific club at a specific university or college that you're really interested in, or do they have like a very specific major? I majored in art, but some
Hmm.
colleges would have like more specific subdivisions of art if you're interested in having more of a specialization. Do you want to be close by home or do you want to be far away from your parents? Things like that is what we're going to be looking at.
Far away.
Next is, there we go.
So for this, we're not going to be having questions with a right or wrong answer. Like I said, this is going to be all based on your personal preference. So we're going to play this or that. So first
Okay.
off, would you rather go to a 4-year university or would you rather go to a community college where you could get something like a 2-year associate's or a certificate? Or you could honestly even start out at a community college to save some money before transferring over to a university. I personally took some classes over the summer at BRCC just to help me save some money and get a head start so I could graduate a bit sooner. And I know Izzy started out at a community
Mhm.
college.
Indeed,
Ah.
And
I'm done.
Mhm.
I did the best of both worlds, I guess you could say. I did take some classes at community college. I got the main classes out of the way. And it was like also like community college was more affordable. I was able to get those main courses out and then transfer to another college. So
and
it's
like
always, yeah.
Yes.
And like Delgado said earlier, they actually offer a transfer degree. So you can start at the community college, get all your
Mhm.
credits, and have those credits transfer in to universities in Louisiana. So that way you don't lose any credits when you transfer in. So that's a really awesome option too.
Straight path to graduation.
Yes.
Indeed.
All
So
right.
next,
So, would you rather stay in state and maybe have a chance at getting that nice TOPS money? Or are you looking to go out of state, maybe explore different places, try something new? I know all of us
I
stayed
don't
in
know.
state for college, but you could
Yes,
always go
get
out
that
of state
tops
if you want
money.
to explore.
indeed. And there are
Get
some
that
out-of-state
tops.
colleges that specialize in certain things. So especially if you get scholarships for out-of-state colleges, that's always an option, especially if you're involved in sports or
Academics,
academics.
extracurriculars.
And if you
It's
do decide to go out of state and, get a little homesick, nothing's wrong with that, and decide you want to transfer back in, as long as you were eligible for TOPS at the time of high school graduation and you did all your application for it and everything, you can get your TOPS back for the
Yes.
remainder of your college career.
Yeah, so keep that in mind if you do leave.
Right.
We'll take you back.
We'll accept you back with loving arms.
Right.
Yes, just let us know first.
All right. So our next up is, would you rather live on campus or commute and live off campus? So some colleges might require you to live on campus that first freshman year, but after that, then you can look at the choice of saying, do I want to still stay, live on campus, maybe an on-campus apartment, or do I want to go to some off-campus student living, which might be close and convenient, and go live with your friends for a pretty good price? Or do you want to go try to look at a house that's near campus? Maybe you could be a little further for campus for even better deal, but still have to commute a little further every day. It's just up to you and your personal preference. I did both. I lived on campus my first year as a freshman in a dorm. Then I moved into a on-campus apartment for my sophomore year. And then after that is when I started living in those off-campus student living spaces.
Mhm. And then I know a
It's
lot of
not bad.
colleges do require students to live their first year on campus. And sometimes that's just so you can get connected, meet new people, you get roommates, and just kind of make a connection,
Yes, how to feel
that
safe.
aspect.
Yep.
Which is
Be safe.
nothing wrong with it, but
Yeah.
And it's
it makes you
convenient. You
learn the
can just
campus.
roll out of bed and then you're already on campus. You don't have to go park. You can just
Nope.
walk right to your class.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That part, parking.
parking can be a
Gotta worry
Parking
about
headache.
is
parking.
not fun.
Or taking the bus.
Right.
The
Correct.
school bus, like the school buses. It sounds like a high school, but big charter buses for the colleges.
It was convenient though.
They
But
were.
all right, so next up is going to be, would you rather go to an athletic event after school or maybe on the weekends, or are you more interested in checking out something like a play or musical? So some of your colleges might have both, but if you're going to like a college and you're trying to go somewhere that maybe has like those D1 sport divisions, so you can go to those sporting events.
Those big games, yeah.
Or maybe if you want to see if your college you're interested in has a nice musical theater department, if you were in a lot of musicals and plays in high school.
Yeah, so those theater departments were mentioned by some of our schools today, and Louisiana Tech mentioned that their students get to attend their sporting events for the free.
Yes, at Northwestern is also free events. So free student events, and you get to attend them plays and musicals for free also. So kind of get the best of both worlds, you know. Can't beat that. There's always something to do on
Sure.
campus, you know.
Indeed. So, and then as you saw, some of the colleges gave you free admission to all the sporting events and certain events and discounts. So definitely
Yes.
utilize that. Helps you get involved and have spirit for your college.
All
Next.
right, guys. So the next one is, we know all y'all are on social media. So would you rather be on Instagram only or Snapchat? Like if you could only have one, what would you rather?
Instagram.
I know
Instagram.
Snapchat has kind of like been
Instagram.
super popular. Like when I was in high school, then it kind of dipped for a bit. Now it's really
Mhm.
popular again.
Making a comeback.
Yes.
Instagram has been steady that whole time.
It's
Well,
doing
we are
good.
not on the snap of the chat, but we are on Instagram.
Yes. Lostfoot.advocates.
And
Go
drop us a
follow us
follow.
now.
Right. And then,
Right
yeah,
now.
I don't even have a Snapchat. So I'm all
I'm still
Instagram.
holding on.
Are you really?
Like I said, it's making a comeback. So you're right.
I just never got rid of it. It's just there, just chilling, dormant.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
All right.
All right. And
Oh,
last but not least is retention. So our fifth match point, and it's how well schools are able to retain students, like we mentioned earlier. So
Mhm.
the retention rate is the percentage of students that graduate within 6 years. So they're not just looking at students graduating in exactly 4 years. They give a little leeway. It's 6 years. So does the school support me to get to graduation, right? So are there learning centers? Are there writing centers? We heard that from every school today, all of the different resources they have to help students get to graduation. So that is retention. And hopefully today, y'all retained a lot. We went through a lot of information. You learned a lot about all of the different schools. So hopefully y'all have taken y'all's notes and jotted some things down.
Yes, we had some great schools on tour. Great
Yeah.
schools on tour with us today.
Indeed.
All right. And if you want to connect with us, we are on Facebook at LASPA, and then on X, formerly known as Twitter, at LASPA. We are also on YouTube, where you are watching us live at LASPA 1000, and then on Instagram at LASPA 001. You can also text us on our Signal Vine text messaging. You can LASPA, LLSFA 256500. And it is real people that are on these text
Yes.
messages.
Might
So
be
don't
me.
get crazy. It is a real person answering them. I am actually one of the people that have answered our text messages. So you can also chat with us via our Ask Lex. It is our virtual assistant, which also does get forwarded over to real people. So don't get crazy.
Yes.
And then
We're here to help you.
we can also set up virtual office hours from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday if you need a one-on-one session to do the FAFSA or have questions about college and career exploration, all things financial aid. And then also make sure you check us out. Our website is www.mylaspa.la.gov to learn more about TOPS and some of our other state scholarships and grants. And then you can always send us an email at customer@la.gov. So there are so many ways for you to get in contact with us.
Yes.
Yeah. We literally have all the ways.
All
You
the
just have to
ways.
start the journey.
Call, text, email, chat.
All those social media.
Whatever
Everything.
works for you.
Indeed. Well, we have played games. We have heard from the colleges, which was fantastic today. So, with all of that, we are getting ready to wrap up. We hope that you all that have watched or are watching this had fun with us. I know I had fun. It's always fun hanging out with my fellow advocates and coworkers and hearing
Yes.
from the colleges themselves. I always learn something new, and it's so exciting to hear about some opportunities that y'all will be able to. I am so excited that if y'all go to all of these plays and all of these athletic events, and if any of y'all decide to major in aviation, let me know. But it's just so cool for
You need a
that.
pilot, Izzy?
Never
Izzy
had
She
can't
needs her
take the
own
plane.
personal pilot.
She's her own personal pilot.
Don't worry, I'll
Apparently,
pay.
Izzy came into some money, apparently.
Empty.
But yes, we'd like to thank all the post-secondary schools who showed up today and all the students, the counselors. Thank y'all for being on day 2 of this F.L.Y tour with us today. It was great.
Yes. And remember, seniors, there are only a few weeks left of high school. So please be sure that you are dotting all of your I's and crossing all of your T's.
Time is ticking.
And if anyone ever needs assistance from us, like personally, you can always have direct access to us on our Instagram account that we mentioned. The handle again is at lasva.advocates. And be sure to follow us just because we're going to post useful tips, resources, advice, all that fun stuff.
So I hope the next time we do this, we will be seeing you face to face, making memories and having fun on a college campus near you. But until then, thank
We'll see you
y'all.
later.
Thank you,
Thanks,
thank you,
guys.
thank you, thank you.